I started backpacking at 14 with the Girl Scouts. One of my leaders told me about the Appalachian Trail, planted a seed in my mind, the idea that I could take a very long, adventuresome hike. Cathy and I hiked the trail in 1979. She was always up for adventure, and she was a great athlete, so I thought it was a good combination.
When I was about 13, I got it in my mind that I would love to hike the entire AT someday. But it was kind of like a pipe dream. It took about 5 months to hike the trail from Georgia to Maine.
I did not know anyone that had hiked the Appalachian Trail, even for a short section. So all my understanding about the trail was through books.
The trail was not well known back in 1979. And when we talked about hiking the trail, not only did Judy and I not know anyone who had hiked the trail, but the people we knew didn't know anyone who had hiked the trail. So it was kind of not a crazy thing to be doing, but it was an unusual thing to be doing.
I found that there had been around 1,000 through hikers by 1979, and only about 100 of them had been women. Cathy and I met a lot of skepticism from locals about females hiking, and of course, we didn't really have any doubts about our abilities.
The question that Judy and I got all the time is, are you girls hiking the trail alone? Alone meant that there was no man with us. We just smiled sweetly on full well what they meant and said, no, we're not hiking the trail alone, we're hiking it together.
I guess growing up in the era that we did, it wasn't shocking to us as strong women to have people doubt us. You kind of just rolled your eyes and went about what you were going to do anyway. My favorite thing about the trail was the sense of freedom, to have that glorious sense of letting the day unfold and wondering what was around the next corner was very special.
It really developed my appreciation of solitude and quiet. That was a very unexpected pleasure. Developing an interior consciousness and an interior awareness of the spiritual nature of everything as a manifestation of God, of life, of the flowers, of the trees, the insects, the rocks, all of that.
Getting to the top of Kathadin and after visualizing it, that was special.
Absolutely would do it all over again. And, not only would I do it all over again, but I wouldn't change much of what I did, how we prepared, how we approached the trip. In hindsight, we did a pretty darn good job.
When I think back on how the trail might have changed me, I would say that it definitely helped my confidence, and I loved how strong I got. Instead, I always saw it and planned it as the start of a lifetime adventure. It was amazingly special to share it with 2 of my 3 kids, because I could not have imagined in 1979 that I would even have kids.
It was also nice for me because, just to be back in the woods with Judy, and it's so fun to have our daughters, have Annie and Caroline with us. But it was just fun to be able to share with people who mean so much to us, an experience that had meant so much to us.